Hi, my name is Sofia Lindström and I'm studying advertising at London College of Communication. My dissertation topic is how are Swedish female millennials framing trust towards Instagram influencers and what could increase that trust. Influencer marketing have many definitions, but to put it in simple words and in context to my research, it is people online who promotes a product or a service to their followers, for example on Instagram. The influencer get profits, the follower often get a discount, and the brand gets recognition and reach a broader audience. So it's basically a win-win situation for all three parties. My research is a qualitative practice-based study gathering thick data from Swedish female millennials about how they frame trust towards people they come across in their everyday life in different contexts and scenarios, and also how they perceive trust towards social media influencers, especially on Instagram. I researched different theories about what trust is and how people determine to trust people on social media to take a leap into the unknown when we don't really know the person in regard. And findings from previous scholars showed that many people don't believe that sponsored content is authentic since they know that the influencers are in fact getting paid for collaborations. I also reviewed Ohanian's source credibility model and other theories and definitions about trust. My research contributes to an even deeper understanding about these characteristics around trust that could be taken into consideration for industry practitioners in the future. And the aim of this research was to find out how my target audience perceived trust towards social media influencers and then what could increase that trust. My research had 3 phases, and I started off with semi-structured interviews around 30 minutes long with 10 questions. I interviewed 3 Swedish women in their mid-20s, all very familiar with influencers. Firstly, I wanted to know who they trust in their everyday life and why. This could be friends, family, or people online. Literally anyone, just to get like insight who they trust. And then I went on to asking more questions about social media influencers, who they trusted, who they distrusted, and why. I found out that my target audience trusts people who have like a 3-dimensional lifestyle, a life beyond social media. They want the influencers to have consistency within their collaborations. They want them to be educated about what they're talking about, and they want them to act like a person and not a brand. They also want influencers to be transparent and dare to talk about important subjects, to educate themselves, but also to educate their followers. The last 2 phases consisted of creating a speculative fiction. So I did an agency called Beyond Agency, whom only hired influencers who lived up to my target audience expectations and what they believed as trustworthy. I showed it to my participants and asked them what they thought about this and how they felt about all these statements. And the insights I gathered were that my target audience would prefer influencers who are like this, who are transparent, who care for the brand they're working with, and who cares for their followers. They need to see consistency and a red thread to be able to trust them. They need to know the influencer beyond social media, to be aware like who this person is as a whole, not like who they see with filters or like on Instagram stories, posts, whatever. They want to know political opinions, how they take a stand on different things, and to feel like the influencer have the best interest at heart to their follower. I believe that my study is important for people and companies who work with influencer marketing, but also for influencers themselves, so they know how to be as credible as possible towards their consumers, towards their followers. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me afterwards, and I hope I can answer them. Thank you very much.